Hi, everybody. I know yesterday you had some math problems that you did on Math Buddy. I know some of you didn't have problems with it, but then I understand that some of you didn't understand what to do. So I'm going to just go through a few of these and maybe give you some hints and clues on how you can accomplish this. You are to convert from a large unit of measurement to a small. When you convert from a large unit of measurement to a small unit, you multiply. You have an FSA reference sheet that I had given you. It shows you how to convert from a larger unit to a smaller unit. One of the examples of the questions that you had was something like this. 18 quarts equals how many cups? There was a chart that you could use when you clicked on the book icon that gave you the different ways to convert from large to small. As you can see, there are 4 cups in a quart. If there are 18 quarts, all you had to do was multiply the 18 quarts times the 4 cups that are in a quart, and that would have equaled 72 cups. Another example that you got here, again, was clicking on the icon that showed you the customary units of capacity table. If you notice, this time they went to gallons. We can see on this table there are 4 quarts in a gallon. All you had to do was to take the 14 gallons and multiply the 4 quarts that are in a gallon, and you would have gotten 56 quarts. Another example was with a fraction. Well, we have worked on multiplying fractions times whole numbers. Again, click on the icon that shows you the customary units of capacity table. As you can see, it's 4 1/8 gallons and pints. Well, there are 8 pints in a gallon. So what you had to do was first multiply the 8 times the 4 whole gallons. That gave you 32 pints. Then multiply the 8 times the fraction 1/8, which is 8/8, which is, from what we know, equal to 1. Then you added the 32 pints you got plus the 1 pint that you got, and that gave you 33 pints. Another example, they gave you a chart. That made it a little bit easier to see. I clicked on that icon again. It gave me my customary units of capacity. As you can see, they used a table. We're going from large to small, so you multiply. 1/2 gallon times 8 pints equals 8/2, which equals 4 pints. 1 gallon times 8 pints equals 8 pints. 2 gallons times 8 pints equals 16 pints, and 3 gallons times 8 pints equals 24 pints. There was a conversion story. Well, this was a little bit different. The first thing you had to do was to take and subtract February from March. That gave you the difference on the gallons. Then you converted the gallons from gallons to quarts. You multiplied the 746 gallons you got times 4 quarts in a gallon, and you would have come up with 2,984 quarts. The last one that you had, this one had paint left over, 1/2 gallon, 3/4 quart, and 5/4 gallon. How many quarts of paint does Katie have left over? Well, what you had to do was to convert the 1/2 gallon into quarts. If we look on our chart, we know that there are 4 quarts in a gallon. So you multiply the 1/2 gallon times 4 quarts, you get 4 halves, which we know when we convert is 2 quarts. 5/4 gallon times 4 quarts is 20/4, which we know when we convert is 5 quarts. And then we have a 3/4 quart left. So you added your 5 quarts plus 3/4 quart. That gave you 5 3/4 quart. And then you subtracted the 2 quarts. In the end, the difference was 3 3/4 quarts. Another one that they had was just simple conversion.